Welcome everyone to another episode of the Swindon Town Road to Glory here on FC 24. Last season finished top of League 1, so obviously that does mean promotion up into the Championship. And the rest of the Cup matches, we really didn't get that far, but we're a League 1 side, so it's kind of to be expected. But this is currently our team as we head into the Championship. Actually a very good front three, midfield four is good. Back line, Sharp is a little bit underrated as only a 68 overall, but he does have decently high potential, so might keep him there. Only player I think we could replace would be Kane and Sharp, but depending on the budget, I might not even replace either of those players. But I will be replacing Sharp. Free agent Virgil van Dijk, picking him up. He's 36 years old. I mean, it's not the most realistic of signings, but he's going to be our captain, our absolute rock in defense, and hopefully going to be taking us up into the Premier League. Ezra King has left the club. He'll be joining Fiorentina for 1.7 mil. James O'Leary will be going on a year-long loan move to, I think Leeds are in the Championship right now. I know they're in real life. I'm trying to think of this series. I think they're also in the Championship, so we'll go there. Ethan Brierley heading to Italy to join Cagliari. And Liam Kinsella, I've decided to sell to Hull City. Good player for the club. He was very useful when we used him, but we've just kind of outgrown him. It's unfortunate, but he will be missed. Jackson Rowe on a 2-year loan move to FC Andorra, who are either in Romania or Spain. I can't remember which one. Duncan Lang going on a 2-year loan move to League 2 side Salford City. Sean McNamara has been sold to Lille over in France for 1.3 mil. Nicholas Tarnat, just didn't really work out with him. 1.15 million heading to Dusseldorf over in Germany. Reece Bean going on a 2-year loan move to Turkey to Başakşehir. Definitely said that wrong. Reece Morris on a 2-year loan move to Catanzaro over in Italy. Benjamin Sharp was going to be our starter, obviously not anymore. Don't want to hurt his potential, so I'm going to be sending him out to Belgium to Royal Antwerp for 2 years. And the marquee signing of this episode will be Josh Da Silva, joining us from Brentford for just under 20 million. I mean, he's a 78 overall player. I decided to go with a kind of older, better quality of player to hopefully have him bridge over our gap from the Championship up into the Prem. Because ideally, he starts for us this year and the season after that, maybe even the next season. I don't think he'll start that next season, but at least for this year and next year, I wanted to have a, for sure, solid central midfielder in the team. I mean, he's 78 overall, so he could, for a bad Prem team, he could easily be an everyday starter. Gabal Amin will be going on a year-long loan move to Spezia over in Italy. We actually want Manager of the Month for the month of August, so things are already off to a pretty hot start. Youth Academy needs some center mids. Not necessarily starters right now, but with like a little bit of depth, plus I don't know what I'm going to be sticking with, so always good to have a couple extra center mids in a team and getting them from Norway. Also going to be heading to Sweden to get some defensive midfielders, and then Finland just to get any sort of players. In our game now today, we're facing off against Bristol City in a pretty unconventional lineup here. 4-3-3 holding, that's pretty standard, but we're not rocking that 3-4-3 anymore. Van Dijk is going to be coming off the bench because I'm trying out a, I don't know how to describe. It's like a wing. It's like an outside the box. I have no clue how to describe it. Basically, I want Gray and Perry, who are both outside midfielders, and Palmer to pretty much be linking up and just kind of dominate in the wings, and then get the ball into Abbas, and then have Wagner and Da Silva kind of cover Gray and Perry. So I really don't know how to describe it, but that's just kind of what I'm going for. Trying something a little bit different. Hopefully it works. Here are the highlights.
Well, he's beaten his opponent. That's a good-looking pass. A good and fair challenge. Amin. Gray. So in terms of the table, that's how it looks for Everton, and I think we expected a bit more, didn't we?
Well, Derek, I expected them to be the team to...
Can he finish? And a goal to increase their... Well, a struggle to get it away properly. Can he get one back? He can! And who... Well, by playing keep ball like this, we're keeping the opposition at bay. Good movement. And a precise challenge just when it was required. And a goal!
So we ended up winning the game 3-1. Gray was actually one of our best players from that right back position. So I might have to stick with this very offensively focused kind of 4-3-3. Another thing I forgot to mention, the biggest reason why I did bench Van Dijk is because obviously with our outside backs going forward and committing so much, need very good ground covering center backs, which Van Dijk at this stage in his career was definitely not. So I might have to switch it up to kind of get Van Dijk a little bit more involved, but I mean, if we keep getting results like that, no need to switch up anything. Finn Moore will be going on loan to Crawley Town for the rest of the season in January. And now it's time for another league game, a Christmas Day game at Goodison Park against Everton. I'm sticking with the same lineup. Hopefully, again, we can get the result we got last time, and here are the highlights.
Now how about the short corner? Oh, good work by the keeper. Wagner. Well, something has happened at one of the other venues. Let's get the up-to-date news from Alex.
Yes, it was a penalty for Coventry City, but he's going to be devastated because it hit the post and went out of play. It remains 0-0 with 13 minutes played.
Thanks for the update, Alex. Real chance. And a goal! Can they get in behind them? This could level it. Couldn't quite hang on. And a goal is in. But should have done much, much better.
Well, as you can see, it's an error from the goalkeeper. You just can't spill it into a dangerous area like that.
Possession. Gray now. Ibrahim. Williams. Who can he pick out? And they might forge ahead. And a goal in the lead.
So we won the game 2-1 thanks to a goal from Wagner and Abbas. Perry got an assist. So again, this kind of outside mid, outside back system seems to be working pretty well, and I might have stumbled upon something very, very good. Austin North is joining the team from the Youth Academy. 70 overall. He's a good dribbler. That's kind of about it. But 82 to 88 potential. He definitely has a place in this team in the future. So does Jackson Higgins. 85 to 91 potential. Again, only good at dribbling, but I mean, 85 to 91 potential. I sent him out on loan a couple of times, bring him off the bench, pretty decent amount. Could be a world-class player soon. John Laird, Scottish center back, nothing too crazy about him. Good overall, good potential. Alistair Wilson, not the greatest of players, but I mean, he's got 79 to 85 potential. Could be a decent role player for us in a couple seasons. And now at the championship table, we're currently sitting in 6th place, 1 point behind West Brom, who are in 5th. Nowhere near the automatic promotion spots, but a decent amount of points between the non-playoff spots. So I think we're in a pretty good spot right now. Austin North, who obviously you saw just got promoted, going on a tier low move to Luton Town. Jackson Higgins on a tier low move to Ghent over in Denmark. Darren Daly has been sold to Bristol City for $1.25 million. Joey Jones, year-long loan move to Fiorentina. And end of the season, we are in the playoffs. I didn't really play any games towards the end of the season because they really did not matter. because as you can see, we have an 8-point cushion over 6th place and a 16-point cushion over 7th. So nothing could really happen. We couldn't move up, couldn't get automatically promoted. As you see, Burnley's on 101 points, so nothing really happened. But a lot of stuff is about to happen. Promotion playoff semifinals against Norwich. First leg we lost 2-1, so it's time to pull off something magical. I've decided to switch back to the 3-4-3. As good as Ibrahim was at that defensive mid role, I really just wanted, we have to put Van Dijk in the team. You cannot get a player that good and not play him in these crucial games, so we're going back to the 3-4-3. Obviously, this is definitely a Premier League caliber team at this point, especially that front three. Midfield's good as well, defense is good as well. Keeper, only 76 overall, but he's still young, he's still improving. But before we even think about Premier League, we still need to win this game, because this is only the semi-final. Here are the highlights.
And he's through here. And a goal! So what do they do with this one? Well, the referee has given it. Penalty it is. And there it is, perfectly the keeper making sure there were no scraps for them to feed on. Gray now. Abbas. Well, it could be on for him here. And he's done it! Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. They need to get bodies back. Well, unfortunately, it fizzled out in the end. He's in behind. Oh, a big chunk of added time here, a minimum of 5 minutes. See some progress with the ball at his feet. Can he finish? Chance maybe. There's the goal.
So we won the game 4-1. Van Dijk, in his return, put on an absolute masterclass at the back. 2 goals from Abbas, goal from Perry, goal from Williams. 4-1 win. And, of course, we're going to be facing Everton. One of my favorite clubs. Very heartbreaking, but actually the day I'm recording this, the Premier League just changed the points reduction from 10 points to 6 points. So hopefully this will never happen in real life. But this is a big game coming up here. EFL Championship Playoffs Final. Their team playing that 4-1. Onana at CDM is going to be an absolute problem to deal with. Trimiti, I also assume overall-wise, is very, very good at this point. I don't really know any of the other players. I mean, I know João Virginia in at goalkeeper, but I think we have the upper edge, especially with how good this team is. I think if there's ever a time to go up, I mean, back-to-back promotions, it is now. Here are the highlights.
Attacking play. Can he finish? To increase the sound piece of goalkeeping. Well, they're on the scent of something positive. Decent looking pass. Is this the moment? He's got it. Aubert. Well, it comes to nothing in the end.
Well, so close.
Oh, a goal! The arrow!
Well, here we can see it again, and it doesn't get any better, does it? That's just sloppy from the goalkeeper. That's a terrible goal to give away.
Into the advanced position. And foiled by Van Dijk. Oh, the referee points to the spot. Penalty. To deliver the cross. Can he finish? Oh, fine stop. And back with Williams. Oh, beating his opponent with ease. And you cannot argue with a hand. He was. Free kick given. Goalkeeper's best friend, and he scored not once but twice.
6-2. As an Everton fan, I'm gonna say this was actually quite realistic, especially when you look at the expected goals. They had double the amount of expected goals as us. They had 5 times more shots, 39 more passes, 7 more interceptions, but we had 6 more saves. We came to play. I mean, they had 3 corners, we had 0 corners. Like, 60% shot accuracy. They should have won this game statistically, but there's a reason you play the games so that your all-stars and Palmer and Abbas just make play after play. 6-2 win, championship playoff champions. We are going up into the Premier League next year. Throwing it back to 1993, there's where the title came from. Finnemore's been sold to Crawley Town. Who cares? So yeah, championship finished 5th in the table. Abbas leading goal scorer with 27. Championship playoffs, we won 6-2. FA Cup knocked down the 4th round by Aston Villa. I mean, it is what it is. Carabao Cup knocked out by Peterborough on penalties in the 1st round. Did not expect that to happen. Overall this season, Perry and Abbas appeared in most games for us with 52. I think they played in every single game. Palmer and Williams just behind them with 51. Abbas, 34 goals, 27 in the championship, obviously, 6 in the championship playoffs in total. Amazing season from him. And also, don't want to discredit Palmer, who had 17. Still very good. Perry and Palmer led the team in assists with 8. Our goalkeeper, Hassan, had 2 assists. It's just an absurd thing that can only happen in career mode. Do have 2 players leaving us with an expiring contract. That is Jason Steele, who was retiring, and then Dominic Iorfa, who, when he played for us, he was very good, but we just kind of outgrew him, so he will be missed, and we thank him for his service. Abbas is valued at $114 million. Now, obviously, this does pose the question, do we sacrifice Abbas to get a little bit lesser of an overall striker, but still has high enough potential, and then use that money that he gets to fund 2 brand new, young, promising outside backs? Because the 3-4-3, I don't think it's going to really work in the Prem. So there's a whole lot of questions that I don't know the answer to. We've won only 1 trophy so far. We've still lost more games we've drawn, but we've scored almost 100 more goals than we've allowed, so not too shabby. And this is currently what I think the team is going to look like heading into next season. 4-3-3 flat, Wagner, Gray, and De Silva center mids. Amin moving from center back to left back. And then Ibrahim from defensive mid to right back. I'm not the biggest fan of how this team currently looks heading into it. Midfield, just me personally, I think they're a little bit undersized, a little bit they're not physical enough. I don't think they're fast enough to really deal with a Premier League midfield. And then outside backs, Amin, he's left-footed, so I'm putting him there, but he's not the greatest going forward. Ibrahim's also not the greatest going forward, but I think a lot of these issues will just be kind of covered up a little bit by how good this front three is of Williams, Abbas, and Palmer. So I think that'll definitely kind of save us a little bit. Also do need a new backup goalkeeper, as currently Steele is our backup, who, as I just told you, is retiring. So got a lot of things to figure out, but as part of the joy and fun of doing these career modes, I have no clue what the team's going to look like next season, and neither do you, and that's why you got to subscribe to check out episode 6, first season up in the Premier League. Hopefully it's exciting, hopefully you all enjoyed this one, and of course we'll enjoy that one, and I will see you all then.